This episode is brought to you by yours truly, Matt Norn of Remax Bell Park. For all of your real estate needs, call me 860-428-6534. The Community Workbench podcast is also in the middle of their campaign to spread the love. Did I do that wrong? We're not in there?
That's not the next slide.
It is right on my paper.
Yeah, but that's at the end.
Welcome to the Community Workbench. This is Matt Norton and Kyle Morrissey. We are your hosts of the #1 podcast in my basement. At the bench, we try to repair the sense of community. So every week, we bring you small businesses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, charities, and pretty much whoever we feel like talking to. And today, we feel like talking to Balance Bites, Megan, and her son, Jordan. I almost called you Zach. Welcome to the bench. I really appreciate you guys coming out and telling us all about your new endeavor called Balance Bites.
Yes.
Megan, how did you ever get into food
Well,
prep?
Of course, I love food, and I've always loved cooking.
Okay.
For my family, originally, of course. And a couple of years ago, I was working out, and I had this girl at class with me and talking about food when we work out. Of course, we're always, gabbing about different things. And Janice said to me, Megan, will you cook for me? And I was like, you want me to cook for you? She's like, yeah. So we actually met at Panera, and Janice actually shared with me all the things that she loved and all the things that she hated. And I actually started a couple of years ago cooking for Janice and helping her with just a balanced diet, right? Everything needs balance. And that's why I named my business Balanced Bites, because, macros are important and having a little bit of balance, having your, carbs, your protein, and your fat, which kind of make your macros. So I actually helped Janice. I was making food for Janice and a couple other friends. I kind of became their little personal chefs at the gym and would deliver food to them at the gym, which was fun.
Nice.
And then I decided like, I don't know, a couple months ago, I thought, what am I waiting for? I'm just going to like do what I've always wanted to do. When I was 19, I actually wanted to open a cafe. I thought one day in my life. So I decided at 49, am I going to wait another 5 years and say wish I would have or wish I could have or whatever have you? So I decided to make a business, and here I am, and it's been now 3 weeks cooking in Balance Bites.
Wow.
So, which has been crazy because, of course, I have a great son that has helped me with social media, and have become pretty popular. I feel like last week it went live out there that we, launched a business, and the next day I was at Planet Fitness, and I actually had someone come up to me and say, "Are you Balanced Bites?" And I was like, "Yes, I am."
Wow, I'm still waiting for someone to recognize us on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. Someday.
So twice in that gym workout, actually, 2 people came up to me, which I will actually spin into something with that first person that actually asked me if I was Balanced Bites. I got a message from her when I got to the car. And it was great because she is a local farm here in Brooklyn and wanted to know if I would want to partner up and bring in local beef.
Nice.
And so this week on Balance Bites menu, people are getting it tomorrow. I've been cooking all day, is a healthy shepherd's pie, which is with sweet potatoes and corn and beef from Wolf Den, so on Wolf Den Road, so a local farm.
That's
Which
awesome.
is really, really good. So I'm glad that she reached out and asked if I would be interested in that. And of course, I want to do that too, source local stuff and all healthy, and all the farmers markets that are going on right now too, coming up.
Nice. We had a couple of farms we could hook you up with.
Yeah.
What did you do before? What are you classically trained in food or?
No, it's funny because yesterday my husband's friend came to take some photos, and I said, "Don't take a photo of me cutting anything because I never went to school to be a chef. I'm just a good cook." So when it comes to like techniques and knives and all of that, you don't want to video all that kind of stuff with me. I'll prepare you a nice meal and give you something healthy to eat, but don't critique me on my cutting skills or all of that stuff. But no, I actually have been in sales my whole life. I raised my kids. I did direct sales for 13 years, did home parties back when it was, the thing. And then about 13 years ago, I found the world of wholesale, and I was a gifting sales rep for 13 years.
Oh.
So I covered state of Rhode Island, half of Connecticut, and all of southern Massachusetts, so Cape Cod and the islands. And I went to gift shops every single day and sold them different lines. So I did that for 13 years. And then 2 years ago, I actually became the director of sales of a jewelry company from Cape Cod. I just actually parted ways with that company and opened up Balance Bites to do this full time.
Wow. So you're going full in.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I love it. And I feel like if you love what you do, then,
You don't like
I've been
the
working
pain.
hard though. I will say that. I'm like, get in the car and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I just worked 12 hours. Like, I was doing the things that people don't want to do is clean up and think about what to make for dinner. Right.
Right.
So,
Right. So so what has changed? Because you said when you were 19, you wanted to open a cafe.
yeah.
How is this compared to that cafe dream to what you're opening now?
Well, I guess like a cafe, of course, would be like more coffee and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm not really serving coffee so much, I guess. And of course, it would be um, if I was just going to open a cafe, like I wouldn't have to like do so much of the measuring, right? So I measure every single meal. So if I'm telling you it's 50 grams of corn in that, I'm measuring on a scale 50 grams of corn. So it's not just a quick, let me put together some quick meals for you. It's
Right.
making sure that those macros on the top of that label are accurate of what I'm serving you. So I guess a cafe, I would just make like, last night I made my husband, I make a very healthy meatloaf for my menu at Balance Bites, but I made him an unhealthy sandwich. So not an unhealthy one, but bread that I wouldn't serve, at
Right.
Balance Bites, right?
Gotcha.
So, I guess a cafe would be those lines, right? Where I'm more dialed into health and wellness
Hmm.
and making sure that you're getting a, very, nutritious meal
Yeah.
with
Now,
all the macros.
do you do like specific diets when people are trying to achieve a certain thing, or is that kind of on them?
No, it's funny you asked that too, because so back in November, I actually signed up to do some schooling online, but I haven't gone to school since high school. So I bought that and I'm going to get certified now, of course, in my free time when I don't know when that is yet. But I'm going to get certified in nutrition and in exercise. So, of course, like I said, I'm big into health and wellness and exercise. I work out 6 days a week. So
Right.
I will become a personal trainer / nutrition coach. But I feel like my knowledge is, right now I'm not, certified in it, but of course I've, eat and live that lifestyle. So I feel confident if you ask me like, hey, Megan, like, how do I, try to lose a little bit of weight and what should I do? And like, the other day someone came into Balance Bites and said, I want to have more of a low carb diet. Well, I had a zucchini noodle, so that's what I suggested to that person versus having the brown rice noodle, because the brown rice noodle was higher in carbs, of course.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's doing it for my wife right now. My wife is her
Guinea
her,
pig.
her guinea
Guinea
pig.
pig. Oh, that's,
no,
what a terrible thing to be a guinea pig for.
Absolutely. But because my wife, she had a baby 7 months ago, and she's doing great. But she's ready to kind of start getting back in the swing of things, and so it works. The timing is nice, but in the future, once that all happens, we're going to be able to build out like a subscription where you can have Megan as your nutritionist, and she can formulate a menu for you and then cook you that menu. Like it's like you're all in one stop. So it's going to be really cool. Yeah.
It sounds like the education part will come
Yeah.
pretty naturally to you.
Oh yeah, I just have to sit and do it now.
I mean,
Understood.
the menu that you have every week is because it's so focused on macros, right? A lot of these people who do purchase food weekly and meal prep, they do work with coaches. Like a lot
Yeah.
of your clients do work with coaches already, and so they know kind of what they want, and a lot of people upload them onto like MyFitnessPal.
Yeah.
And so to have meals that you have all those macros out, so you can just simply put it into the system,
Hmm.
and then you can take care of your own nutrition plan. It's a bonus, and that's
Right.
why we're here.
Well, and I mean, I work out at Sessions Wellness in Griswold. That's kind of where this all started too. And actually, that's kind of where my love for exercise and, in the last couple of years, I did fitness competitions and it's all through Sessions Wellness. My best friend's a coach there. So like, I have her also all the time, like, helping me with different things. And she coaches, a lot of people that, personally she coaches them. Plus she also teaches at Session Wellness. But yeah, so no, I feel like that's where, a lot of the people that are buying meals at Balance Bites, I would say I don't even know how many. I should actually take a poll on this and how many people are using my Fitness Pal and tracking their meals because they can create Meg's meals. Like I've seen people post it on Instagram and it literally has my name with the macros and they just
Oh, wow.
plug it in kind of
great.
thing. Yeah, so which is nice, but then there's just the normal people that just want a healthy meal, and that's okay. You don't
Right.
have to be on MyFitnessPal and tracking every bite you eat.
But that's
you know?
cool that it uploads through a
Yeah,
QR
like you
code or
can.
something.
Yeah. Well, no, they manually have to put it in, but
Okay.
but they'll actually like write my name because then I'll do repeating things for some of the people. Like last week, I have to bring back pasta visual soup. Like
Yeah.
last week my first real good week there at Balance Bites. I thought I'm gonna do an healthy Italian spin, and I always lead with an overnight oat, and I did my tiramisu, and then I thought to myself. I thought limoncello, that would be a good
Oh.
lemon, but then I was actually brushing my teeth and I was thinking about different oats and that's what I kind of do. And I thought, how about a spumoni?
I don't know what that is.
So, so spumoni ice cream is like a 3-layered ice cream, like an Italian ice cream. So that overnight oat was one of my best sellers. It was chocolate, pistachio, and then cherry. So it was like 3 layers. So when you dug down, like you could do all 3 together, or you could, because of the oat being thick, it's kind of like stayed all separated too, like that. So, and I did that, but I did a pasta visual and then I did eggplant parm and I also did a chicken parm and I did them both gluten free. And the breadcrumbs that I used for that gluten free were just delicious. And then I gave you choices on pasta. So you had the choice of brown rice, zucchini noodle, or an artichoke palm. So it was kind of like fun and people were creative a little bit. And I think that's why I also love doing what I do is because I do have that little bit of that creative flair on food and, try to do different things.
So does that work in the same idea of like you have your regular menu that you're always gonna have, and then you have like specials because like I want to try Italian
Right.
spin.
So what I do is I change the menu every single week. So I come up with and the first.
We always forget something.
So every week I have 1 or 2 overnight oats. I always have my famous waffles because I make a protein waffle that everyone loves. And then I do 3 to 4 meals. So what my goal is to have those for my meal prepping every single week. They change, and then start to do those grab and goes. Where probably grab and goes are going to be more salads. Right now at Balance Bites, they're redoing a patio in the front, so we'll have some furniture out there, so people can grab a salad and then go sit outside or sit inside. There's like 8 seats inside that people could sit at that bar, and
Right.
sit there.
Yeah, and the menu online right now, it's just set up for meal prep. So, like if you go on to Balance Bites right now, you can't order any food because the menu shut down on Sunday. Because now you're cooking and people can pick for pickup on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So when does ordering open?
Thursday night
Thursday night, yeah.
Okay.
for the following week. And so Thursday you can from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. I think we chose on Saturday. I mean, we're still figuring it out, but there's a gap.
Yeah.
There's a few days where you can go online and you can order all your meals and choose for either a pickup on Tuesday or Thursday.
Gotcha.
But another section of the website, there'll be a separate menu for that grab and go. And so if you're, working on near Main Street, maybe you own a business or you're at the Bell Park and you're like, hey, I'm gonna go get a meal.
Yeah.
We're the healthiest place, I think, in Danielson at this point. It's a nice, healthy option to have near Main Street, and so you can go and grab a lunch, and so that'll be a separate menu on there. You can order it, and you can go pick it up, or walk in. So, yeah, it'll be cool.
I'm sorry, I missed a little bit.
Oh, you're good.
That's
You're good.
already happening, or that's the future?
Not yet, future.
future.
So
Okay.
our grand opening and ribbon cutting is on June 26th.
Nice.
So I feel like we're just trying to figure it out too. Like I even like just this week, another great week. Most pickups are tomorrow. So like on Wednesday when I cook for Thursday pickups, because I cook the day before, so everything is very fresh. I feel like my Wednesday is actually going to be like a little bit, oh, this is kind of fun. Where today I was in there at 5 a.m. I left there at 4 p.m. and I still have some more to do tomorrow morning before pickups at 3 o'clock. So, but yeah, people are like last week, I met a lot of new people from just social media, them placing orders online. And then, of course, I have my regular sessions girls that I have been their little personal chef for them. So
We did not expect the amount of people this soon.
oh, it's
Nice.
great.
Like,
I'm excited.
That's awesome. That's great.
I'm stressing, and you're stressing because you're cooking, but I'm stressing because I'm managing all like the back end stuff, and like our website was like complete, but like I wasn't expecting 2,000 visitors like to the website.
Wow.
Fast.
And her
That's
Facebook
awesome.
page going to 1.6 thousand followers. Like,
Well, and I said, I'm like, Jordan, who's gonna answer these people? I'm literally cooking. Like I don't actually have sure, my phone's on the counter, but I am literally looking and I'm counting and I'm measuring. I can't talk to you like really too much when I can talk if you're
Right.
standing there,
Right.
but I can't be texting and answering a Facebook like question
Oh God.
or
crazy.
so the first couple of days when that happened, I just would like lay in bed and like my husband's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, I'm answering all these people.
yeah, and well, people
Which is just
that-
I'm so excited about. I'm
Yeah.
not complaining whatsoever.
No, not at all.
This is
And people
great.
are walking in too, and it's funny right now. Like the whole patio is ripped up.
Yeah.
They're putting in stamped concrete, a fence. It's gonna look.
I don't even have a sign yet.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for my Gagnon sign to go up this week. He's going to
Yeah.
be putting my sign up
Nice.
hopefully I would hope any day.
Nice.
So I can't wait to see the sign on the building. That's
Right.
going to be,
But
and then I'll feel like it's even more real, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but people are walking in still because, like, they see her on Facebook, and somebody today walked in because we're on Google Maps, right? And we show we have no hours though. Like it doesn't say we're open or closed. We're
That
just
must
on
be a
Google
mistake.
Maps. That's on
They
purpose
call
for now.
my phone though first.
Your cell phone.
Yeah, they
Okay,
call my
okay.
phone. Yeah, which is fine. But
But yeah, I mean, if you go to the website, you can see the menu for the previous week. It just says we're not accepting orders. And again, that's going to open up with a fresh menu every Thursday. And that'll.
Okay.
I've met a few people just walking in and then they became a customer already. So that's kind of nice is where
Nice.
I feel like I need to be there, like because of those just fun little walk-ins too. And then, I'm there anyways because I'm cooking, or like Friday I was creating, right? So I was making this week's meals so Jordan could have photos of everything. So, which is fun. And then I fed him.
Yeah.
He
This
gets-
is my payment. I have been very fortunate to be her son for like 28 years because literally, like, she's always cooked amazing meals, and everybody's gonna say that about their mom, right? But like, legit, my mom has always cooked. I think it was our 1-year wedding anniversary.
It was, I think, yeah.
Instead of going out to dinner, we went to her house and she made us like a
created-
formal dinner, candlelit and everything.
Wow.
Wow.
And it was amazing. And my dad was walking around with a towel around his arm, like butler service, and it was like a 4 or 5 course meal. Like they did it.
See, I did want to have a little restaurant
So
that day.
she's always, and for probably the last 10 years, you've been looking at places. Like you've looked at a place in Putnam. You were going to.
I've always thought
salad
about it,
shop,
yeah.
right? And so you were you've been doing this for a while, and it was, I don't even know, a few months ago we went and toured this place as a whole family on your birthday, and you were just like, this is it, like I'm gonna do it.
And then of course Jesse started crying.
And all the
Jordan's
girls,
wife.
my wife, and your other daughter-in-law was crying too because it was emotional because
Yeah.
like you're finally doing the thing that you've
Right.
been wanting to do forever. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's a step, right? It's like
Right.
a big like decision, and then it's I don't know. And I actually said I have a girl helps me, Joy, and today we were cooking and we were talking about this podcast and all this kind of stuff. And Joy said like she goes, do you feel like this is your like thing? Like you feel comfortable now here? And I said, I absolutely do now. Like a couple months ago, I didn't because like it was a mess. We were painting, making it mine. And I didn't go there much, actually. My husband and my dad did most of all of that stuff then it would be like, and he's like, my husband would be like, are you going to come here? Like, it's like, well, it's just not like yet. Like, it doesn't look good yet. Like, I wanted it to look like a kitchen, right? Like
right.
I needed it to be my home away from home kind of thing. So the only bad thing is I wake up really early and I don't want to get in the car and drive to Danielson and cook there. Like,
Oh, no?
well, not at like 4 a.m. or anything. So, but this morning, like I said, I got there at 5. It was light out, I guess, and I thought, I was just in there, locked in there, cooking away kind of thing. So,
When do you work out now?
well, I still do work out. That's priority. So normally I will go to Balance Bites right after I work out, but I work out at 6 a.m. every day.
Gotcha.
So
Well, share what you are. So she's not a normal lady that goes to the gym. She's a WBFF professional.
oh yeah,
So she's won a competition and she's a pro.
yeah.
Like,
So this past April, I did a show in at Mohegan Sun. And it's a WBFF, and and it's World Beauty, Fitness, and Fashion, and I got my pro card, so which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
To have
that's
your
cool.
pro card, and I do bikini and fitness, and I thought for sure I would have had it in fitness, but I actually got my pro card in bikini, so now my next step is when am I going to compete again, and of course I have a business now that I'm
You do.
like going.
I'm telling her, like, let's not do any more competitions this year. Like, let's grow this business maybe next year, but who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
You're a dedicated person. She's probably the most dedicated person that I know, because she's so laser focused on her goals, and it showed. You did how many competitions before you became pro?
3. Well, this
3.
was my 3rd.
And to do those competitions to any of the
I
women,
was gonna
that
say
do,
it's
it
quite a
is-
bit, right?
It's crazy. I
I
mean,
trained for 8 months, and that means like no, like I didn't get Christmas. Like I mean,
No
like, I
cheat
didn't
days?
get I get 1 cheat day a month usually.
It's a whole day.
No.
I was gonna say it's usually a cheap
A
meal, right?
It's
Yeah,
a refeed meal. So yes, I could have dessert with it too, but it's a dedication. It's literally like you're focused, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I think Jordan will say that I was a bear the last month of this last competition
yeah.
because I think it was just so like my both sons' birthdays were in March, and then it was my husband's birthday, and then it was Easter, and it was all right month before the show. And it was like I served them cake. I made them cake. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what kind of cake do you want?
I
Let
can't
me make
even
you
lick the
cake."
batter.
I can't even lick the knife or nothing.
Well, and you
So-
didn't, right? And like
I
some
didn't.
people might like, oh, let's just get a little taste. Like, I don't know if I would be able to be that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to
dedicated.
do just a taste. That's
Right.
the problem.
Yeah.
So the only
Yeah.
way I've ever been able to cut weight is by fasting, like
Okay.
doing
Oh.
intermittent, like 1 meal a day
Okay.
was kind of like my thing.
Yeah.
And I was way back when I was 38. I've been trying the last couple of months, and I keep cheating. Or I keep, I'll just have a little bit of this, and then like if
Well,
I
that's
eat
it.
anything, the rest of the day is gone.
Yeah.
And so like fully stoked. I bought a full batch of their decaf, so I'm slowly converting to just decaf because I
Ah.
think that makes me hungrier throughout the day.
Because coffee usually suppresses your appetite. So when I'm in prep, like I always have like an afternoon coffee because then it's like a treat, right? Like so, I feel like it's supposed to make you not hungry. Coffee.
Yeah. See, I don't.
So I don't know what it's doing for you.
So I when I cut before, I was almost completely off coffee, and I don't know this like maybe it's because I drink such a dark chocolatey like coffee
then you
that it
want
just gives me
sweets.
that craving or whatever. I don't know. I know I can't have sugar in coffee. Like if even just like a bagel in coffee will give me the combination of caffeine and sugar. That's what gets me jittery.
That'll get you.
My dog.
Tough day for them.
Yeah.
Well, they even say like even Diet Coke or Coke Zero is like the thing now. But like
The
that-
thing.
For what?
What? To kill you? To give you cancer?
guys, I almost brought a Coke Zero. I don't know.
We
I
would've
don't
made
think you can
tape it up.
advertise that
I
next to
know.
balance.
Well, listen,
sells Coke Zero there.
I do drink Diet Coke, okay?
Yeah.
Not all the
Uh,
time, but I do like. Maybe I had one today.
Well, it's good that you do the diet and exercise thing because if you keep a sedentary lifestyle with that, your body won't cycle it out and
Yeah.
it'll eat away your
Diet
bones.
Coke.
Oh yeah,
It'll eat away your
right.
bones.
Yeah.
I mean, the
the-
stuff
I mean,
that
it takes
sugar.
rust off of nails.
Yeah.
All right, I won't drink.
No, I mean,
Because
I'm a
everything
hypocrite.
I
I
put in
drink.
my body is usually
I
very
thoroughly enjoy Coke Zero or Diet Coke, and I actually switched to just iced tea. I'd make iced tea,
and iced tea.
nothing in it, not even lemon.
Yeah.
And I have a couple pitchers, not a day, but throughout the week. And yeah, and I've had like such limited soda.
Which
Wow.
is good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I needed the caffeine. I couldn't give up that, and I
Yeah.
can't drink coffee all day. So
Right.
Soda's never the issue for me. Like soda and booze, that like those I've done dry January, it didn't change anything.
Yeah.
It was like I just don't like I can walk by a bar and not have a problem. Candy dish. Have
Can't walk by
Yeah,
the
that's
candy
tough.
hard.
actually, you went out of your way to get the candy when I came in today.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
appreciative for
Yeah,
that.
I don't-
But yeah, you had to open a cabinet.
Yeah, we got some fancy chocolates the other day, and I was like, "Hey, you should try these."
Yeah.
Yeah, we should both have some. Like,
It's awesome.
I don't, and that's the other thing is like going without chocolate is just not going to happen. That's like against human rights.
Right.
I think you gotta have at least a chunk.
Also,
At night.
But I'm okay with like,
Yeah, but see, you could have like one of these.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah,
See,
it's like a
I'm-
chocolate one.
right,
Right,
If you,
tiramisu.
yeah,
If I
for
made
sure.
the tiramisu, or how about chocolate peanut butter,
Oh,
yeah.
And so that
definitely.
or
weekend-
cookies and cream? That's another
Oh.
everyone's favorite
Oh,
too.
wow.
Do you
But-
have like the total calories listed somewhere?
Yeah,
with,
right on the top.
And well,
Oh
it doesn't tell you the total. It just tells you with each one.
no. So the calories is the total calories in that.
Oh,
In
300.
that
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you have something that tells you the ingredients somewhere?
Oh yes, I do. Why?
Oh, I'm not. I'm
Oh.
just like it because people are gonna.
Oh yeah. So my other label, like that, will have.
Like if I went online and saw that, would it tell you
yes,
what's in it?
the-
Oh.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, it says 313 calories.
Yeah, I
right?
didn't
Yeah,
see
but
that.
he was thinking the ingredients.
So
So,
the ingredients
each
are-
label, as you saw, like the chicken pad thai,
Mhm.
like has the list of the labels on there.
It's just that lid is so tiny we can't put the ingredients on it.
Yeah.
So the ingredients are on the food, but the overnight oats they're just gonna be on like the
Yeah.
website. But that is a killer dessert. It's also a killer breakfast. 30 grams of protein, like,
Right.
and
Yeah,
it
that's huge.
it fills you.
Yeah.
Well, you should start your day off, prior to exercise with,
With
protein.
protein.
Like
Prior to exercise.
before you work out, you should definitely have a meal.
This is coming from the WBFF pro.
I know. I wish I like to me. I
Okay.
already have to get up at 4:45 to work out
Uh.
before the day actually starts.
Okay.
With everybody, so like to get up and eat and then wait a half
Well,
hour
you could-
and then do
you
hit
don't-
training.
Well, you don't have to wait a half hour. What are
How do you
going
not
to,
throw up?
Are you going to work out? Are you lifting weights, or are you going for a run? What are you doing?
Actually, lately we've been doing deck of cards one day and then
Are
running.
you
the
doing like
next
a
deck of cards.
CrossFit
Right.
or?
So when we
I
do,
don't know what deck of cards is.
so hearts are sit-ups,
Mm.
diamonds are push-ups,
Okay.
and then you're just flipping and doing
Okay.
the amount on there, and then we have pull-ups and squats for the other ones. But you
Okay.
can change it. But we do that at a pretty good pace. Like your heart's racing, can't really talk.
Do you
'cause
go
you're-
to the CrossFit place? Is that where
No,
you go?
no. I've been doing this at my buddy's house.
Oh, okay.
And then so we do that one day. The next day we run, and we just started running like a week ago, and we've been increasing that a half a mile every day, and that every time we run. And I think that's a little much, but
That's a lot.
Half a mile.
we might go. Yeah, so like we're at three
That
and a
means
half miles.
after 1
today.
week, you're going to increase 2.5 miles.
That's what we did so far.
Are you
Yeah.
training for a marathon? Jeez.
I want to not be winded when I'm going in and out of the woods.
Hey,
So are you running a good pace where you're chatting or
Yeah,
so
we
I mean
usually
it's
can
not
chat.
bad. Yeah.
It's not bad.
I mean, so one of the things I learned 3 years ago is like so 3 years ago I did not eat before I worked out and I would run a half marathon without eating. I would wake up, have coffee, and
Breakfast of champions.
then just go for a whole run 12, 13 miles, whatever it was. Like I was a huge runner every day. During COVID, I ran 9 miles a day. My neighbor and I did a loop. We would do CrossFit in the driveway and then run 9 miles. And when I tell you 3 years ago to today, changing when I went to sessions just to do this 90-day challenge because they have these really cool programs there. And my daughter-in-law, Vanessa, not Jordan's wife, my son Evan's wife, said, let's go there. They were getting married. Let's do this 90-day challenge. And I was like, listen, Vanessa, I'm still going to run every day. I'm not driving to Griswold 5 days a week to go work out for 45 minutes. And needless to say, the rest was history because I started going there 5 days a week and I actually stopped running. So one of the things, I don't do any cardio.
Yeah.
So
And I've heard of those too.
Yeah.
'Cause my buddy wanted, the one I work out with, he wanted to run. And I was like, okay, we can run.
yeah, I mean, I like
It
running.
is what it is.
I mean, I was a huge runner, but I don't run at all. I don't do any cardio. I got to do some cardio when I was just training for the competition, which was a stepper, and then an incline walk. So I never ran for cardio. But one of the things that I learned was they said you need to eat before you come to class. And I was like, you want me to eat? Like 30 grams of protein. So like, it could be simple as the overnight oat. It could be like
oatmeal bake. Talk about your
oatmeal bake. Yeah, because I make that. But like personally, I eat oat bran and I pour egg whites in it, and I eat that every single morning before I work out, and then I have a second breakfast when I get home. So by 8:30, I've had 2 breakfasts. So I don't know. It's just what I do, and I feel like it's been a game changer. And if you kind of like saw a photo of me before to now, you'd be like, wow, that's a huge change. And it's just the proper nutrition. I think a lot of us don't eat enough. And, I mean, like I said, I'm not no nutrition coach, but I feel like, a lot of people will not take in enough of protein in a day too. And protein is so important to take in. So, and carbs are too. I mean, it's all about balance, right? So you have to have fats too, or you are going to have, that's not good either. So.
It's so nice to hear that a lot of us don't eat enough.
Yeah.
We need to eat more.
when I was 38 and I was like, right in the beginning or the mid of COVID, I just started doing P90X in the basement.
Yeah.
And then that led to eating better, making better, because I wanted to perform better. And I was just like, I'm winded over this still. And it's just not enough, So I started counting calories. I had no idea what calories were,
Right.
what it meant, and I must have been eating somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day, because when I started
Dialing it in.
when I started just recording, that was one of the things I had learned through a podcast or something. Just don't even worry about your diet. Just start recording everything and see what it is. So then And I was just like, I started hitting the QR code or whatever the code is, the barcode. And it was like by lunch, I didn't want to hit the barcode anymore because I was already over 2,000 calories. I was like, this is insane.
Wow.
And then after all this trial and error, it came down to, if I wanted to lose weight, I had to be at 1,800 calories. If I wanted to break even, I was at 2,000. 21, I'm gaining weight. And I was like, basically having whole foods or keto meals.
Right.
And it was one meal a day. And then I was buying the keto Reese's cups because I had to have something, or it was just like a 90% chocolate that I would just chocolate bars and that, or dip that in peanut butter and eat it that way.
Right.
But yeah, I I feel like my metabolism was always so slow through the whole process of losing the 30 pounds. Like I just could not go over 1,800.
Right. Oh, I think that's the thing. You have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight.
Right. Yeah.
the only
so
way
that
you're
was,
gonna lose weight.
Yeah. And like for me to have a breakfast like before, like I would just eat all day. It just I
Right.
can't stop. So like that was why I was like, all right, if I eat dinner at 5, I'll be in bed before my next craving. And that was like the hope.
I mean, there were times
was
where like
kinda
I
what
think to
happened.
myself, I gotta make sure I save myself enough of food just in case I want to eat something after dinner. Because of course I have a certain amount of macros that I was eating while I was, training for the show too. So, and they fluctuated, right, depending on what I looked like month to month, kind of thing. So,
I feel like that's also like a glucose thing that you're experiencing. Like getting those cravings are probably coming from
sugar.
that insulin.
Yeah.
It's like
Right. Well, I
more.
was completely off
You were-
carbs and sugar.
you were on
by-
keto.
Because you did
by
more
some
keto
point.
based.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. A lot of high fats. Like to me, I was like cooking with bacon. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
It's like
I
take
went-
this piece of meat and wrap it with bacon, and then we'll
And like, oh yeah, keto. I had a buddy in college who was eating just like hot dogs, like just as
He
a
was-
snack.
Yeah.
See, I didn't like
Raw.
any of the processed food. I don't mind raw hot dogs or hot dogs. But it's
Savage,
just like
yeah.
that's like you have to have like one from Dylan Dagels, and I didn't know
Yeah.
them back then.
Yeah, yeah. I went to sessions 2.5 years ago,
You did.
and they do these body scans, and you can like understand everything about your body, right? Like your fat, your muscle mass, all that stuff. And then one of the coaches there was like, "You need to gain a lot of weight."
Yeah,
I was very skinny, like, and I'm still like, I don't know, I don't look like I'm strong, but like I really want to
You
be.
do.
But I
think
really
you
want to
do.
be.
You want to be
Compared to
strong or
what
just
you
look
did.
strong?
But if you would have seen me 3 years ago, I was a twig. Like, so I gained 55 pounds in a year span. And it was healthy weight. And it was really difficult for me to gain weight and like maintain muscle mass. But what the key to that was just protein, right?
Yeah.
And you told me
Mm-hmm.
you just got to eat more protein.
I mean, the only way to build muscle
Yeah.
is if there's protein that it can take. Right.
Right. So,
And it's so interesting because we've had other people. We've had Amy Pham on from the CrossFit
I haven't
on.
met her yet.
Yeah,
Do you
she's
know
awesome, and
topic?
she's like a
Okay.
nutritionist,
Yeah.
and so she'll talk about it. But they're all, you guys are all like cardiologists, right? So I could go to 5 cardiologists, and they're gonna all interpret my EKG
Right.
differently, and every nutritionist is gonna do, like you
Right.
say, macros, and then others like fasting. And I feel like, oh, they might like fasting because that's what worked best for
Right.
them, right? And so it's so hard, I think, sometimes to find what works best for you and your body. And like you said, like I'm the same way. Like I can fast and have one meal a day, and I'll
I would
jump.
die.
It's not. No, it's not
I would.
easy. It's
No.
definitely not. But
Like, I can't even imagine.
but like to his point, he knows if he starts eating, he's gonna eat all day long,
Right.
and then and so you know,
Yeah.
okay, I can't. It's not feasible.
Right.
But
but there's a point when you fast where like you don't get hungry anymore.
exactly,
Like I've gone.
Right.
like,
it takes
a
it
little
takes.
It takes some time.
Yeah,
to
you
get
gotta.
It's practice.
You have to push through all those miserable days in the beginning, and
Right.
then when you fall off the wagon, then you're
Yeah.
like,
because you only can drink coffee and water, right?
so
Or-
yeah, technically you shouldn't even. Some say not even coffee, but yeah, I mean you can drink black coffee. Some say you can fast. You can have up to 50 calories. So if you have like a little bit of cream in your coffee, you could do
Yeah.
that or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think the key is like you have to do what works the best for you
Right.
in your lifestyle. Because if you can't handle like counting macros, you're gonna fail,
Right.
Right.
right?
Protein is literally like all of the rave right now.
Yeah.
Like I just picked up protein Doritos. I didn't buy them.
Protein
I picked them up. They're selling them at Walmart now, and
Protein
I looked
Doritos.
at the ingredients. Literally, it's wild. 10 grams of protein per serving. Guess what the serving is? Serving size.
3 chips.
7 chips.
7
Okay.
chips.
Dude,
70
stop.
chips in the bag. I could clean 70 Doritos easily. So I could kill 70 grams of protein.
Do
But
they
it's not
taste
from
like
a bag.
traditional?
Yeah, but it's not good protein.
It's
No.
it's casein. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's gonna if you ate that whole bag,
Oh, you.
you'd be screwed. Oh my gosh, you would be
Well,
screwed.
isn't that the one from milk? Casein?
Yes.
It's like
It's from
the-
dairy.
Isn't that whey
dairy.
protein as
Well,
well?
whey
Yeah.
is I believe. Okay, I'm not like a scientist with this, but from little research.
But aren't you a scientist of something else?
But not nutrition. Okay. Ironically, I do have a nutrition license. In 2020 or 2021, I did get one, but because I was gonna do something with it, but I never used it. But I forgot everything. But casein is prior to like the whey, so it's not as broken down, and your body doesn't break it down as easily. So like it sits and it digests very slowly.
Yeah.
Like, they say like 6 hours for it to get.
They,
through
were-
your system.
they say like, oh, everybody's worried about lactose, but like nobody ever looks at the casein and how many people that's what
That's
actually
right.
causes them the problem.
It's like gluten. Gluten. I have a gluten allergy, but I do not have a gluten allergy. I have a glyphosate allergy. I'm like I can
So
eat
if you had
gluten.
good gluten,
Absolutely. We were in Portugal a month ago. I could eat all the bread and
Bread.
Yeah.
croissants and
Mm.
pastries as I want. I never felt like
Yeah.
never got headaches. I never felt crappy because they don't spray glyphosate over their wheat.
We've made spaghetti and other pastas out of the einkorn flour from Italy,
Yeah.
and my buddy who is gluten intolerant or
Yeah.
whatever, he was like, "This is so good, I'm just gonna eat it all anyway." And he
Uh-huh.
ate it like before work, so it would have been really bad if he didn't.
Yeah.
But he had zero reaction.
No,
to
no
it.
reactions. I can go to Trader Joe's, I can go to Aldi's, and I can get the pizzas that just say made in Italy. Aldi's has a lot of pasta that's like made in Italy, and you just get that, and I have no issue, absolutely no issue.
but you don't have celiac. You just had like a gluten intolerance.
Gluten intolerance, right? And like I got tested for it, and they were like, "Yep, you have a gluten allergy," and like I was always feeling sick. You
Yeah.
know?
Did your
But
stomach hurt?
stomach hurt. Never had like any major
Yeah.
gastro issues, but it was like headache, fogginess, like brain fog for sure.
Mm.
But I just literally don't notice it at all, and I could eat a lot of bread from Italy or pasta from Italy. It's weird. It's weird, you know. So we're not looking
Well,
at
it's
the
not
right
weird. They
ingredients.
added a chemical to it, and shocking.
That's yeah, it's true. So
It is weird that we poisoned ourselves.
Well, that part, yeah.
It is weird.
It's not weird that it doesn't that your
Yeah.
body doesn't react the way. you
Right,
want
right.
to.
Yeah.
But back to the protein, I mean, like literally Dunkin' Donuts, they have protein like drinks. What they're not even protein coffee. Or they think they have protein
I-
coffee, but they have like protein refreshers. Everybody is like raving on protein right now.
Yeah, it's not Whole Foods though.
It's not. It's
No.
terrible sources of protein. Your good friend and coach posted something the other day about like the protein yogurts, and like you have like a rule of thumb too to tell if like a yogurt or a protein bar is good or bad.
Yeah.
So tell them about like a protein bar.
Okay, so if you take a protein bar, flip it over and look at the macros on it. So if you add a 0 to the protein, so say if it was, it says 20 grams of protein. If you add a 0 to that, your calories, if your calories are like in that 190s to 200, that's a good protein bar. So those two numbers should match. So if you
Interesting.
go
So if you have like
upstairs and
13, it should be 130 or less calories.
right. So if you go upstairs and look at one of your kids' probably like granola bars that they take to school or whatever have you, it probably is not very good at all. So because the calories could be like 130, but the protein is 7. Like
Yeah.
that would be terrible, right? So that's kind of the rule of thumb. So if your calories are 200 and you have a 20 protein, add that.
Yeah, but what if
0.
it has like 40 grams of sugar, like Cliff
Terrible.
bars?
That's not good.
But then that would correlate into the calories.
Right, it
Exactly,
would.
it would,
Exactly.
it
There we
would,
go.
right there, you would know.
So they're
But-
literally
Well, just
candy bars.
they're drenched. Cliff bars and stuff are drenched in.
It's just it's a
chocolate.
candy.
I guess if
bar.
I'm gonna have any protein bar, which that's in like a crunch, like if I'm traveling or if I don't have something, I do those barbell ones.
Okay.
That would be like the cleanest one to
That was
eat. Kind
I
of
would
thing.
I had one of those and it was really good.
Yeah.
And I don't think that
I like the crispy one.
I was like, this can't be that good for me, or how good it was.
it's like a candy bar,
yeah,
right? It is-
yeah. I mean, I didn't
my
look at the
favorite.
sugar or anything, but
No,
yeah,
it
the
is
cookies
my
and cream one was.
They're
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wonder where Dylan Daigle's farm fuel bars. land.
I had one of those. It was fantastic. He
Yeah.
he makes them
He makes them
homemade.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
wonder
yeah.
where they land on that whole.
I don't know.
Like how much.
I
they
wonder
have.
if they have protein in them though. Maybe
They
have,
definitely
do.
have,
Yeah, because it had peanut butter and some other stuff in it.
Well, but I think they actually put a protein in it
They
too.
might.
Oh, they did?
I,
Okay.
I think so.
I don't
Well,
know.
like
Yeah,
this
but
week
they-
on my menu, we have a protein muffin. It's a banana chocolate chip muffin, and I do add protein powder into that.
So like
banana.
what's a good protein powder from
So, well, I'm in the overnight oats. I use PE Science right now for that, and I'm looking at different companies. Actually, I have a company from Massachusetts sending me some samples that they make their own protein powder. I
Wow.
haven't received them yet,
So
but they
you
did
want
tell me
'em-
they have ice cream sandwich, and I was like, well, that sounds really yummy.
So you get them that where it's like no flavor.
No, I do buy a flavored one.
Oh, okay.
So, like that one for your carrot cake overnight oat today has vanilla protein powder in it.
You would
So,
never know.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
it
guess
know,
if
definitely
right?
it's a
tastes like
good-
carrot cake.
I guess if it's a
good.
good protein powder, you would
Absolutely.
know.
Right.
My wife does not eat stuff that where she can taste the protein
Yeah, I
powder.
don't like it either myself.
She eats her oats like wildfire,
Yeah.
but like I try to give her a protein shake. Like
No.
she can taste that.
Yeah, my
I'll eat
wife's the same
anything.
way.
I'll eat it.
If I think it's like, especially if I think there's a benefit to it,
Yeah.
like my whole family disagrees with me on this. Like not just my immediate family, like everybody surrounding me is like, "How do you eat that?" I'm like,
Here.
"Well, it says it'll get rid of whatever."
yeah.
Like so, that's why you just eat it.
Right.
It says it'll make your life longer. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
gonna eat
You're
this.
gonna
They're
eat
like,
this.
they're like, no.
Yeah.
So-
It's a human garbage
animal
can.
organs.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like I'll eat those too because they're supposed to be like the best for
See,
you.
I won't do
See-
that.
See,
Do you like eat livers and stuff?
I have.
Yeah.
He's like the
I
second
haven't-
liver king.
Oh yeah, the Brooklyn Liver King.
No, I don't have. I guess I don't really push the access to it that much. Like, but there are a lot of farms around here that are just they'll sell them to you pretty cheap because
I knew you
nobody
guys-
else wants it.
Yeah,
Nobody else
I knew you guys were like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You guys are like eating elk heart. I knew it. I've said this from the beginning. You guys are gonna be the next Joe Rogan.
I mean, where do we find elk cart?
I know, right? You could try
Northern Maine.
it. Yeah,
Just have to sign up.
Just-
they sell jerky. Like
Put
they,
in for a lottery.
yeah,
Like for the out-of-state elk hunts.
Oh.
Put in for a.
You gotta go to like Montana or something.
right.
Yeah, I've had friends that do it. It happens. It's not like outrageous to get moose, bear, or elk somewhere else. And then if you want wild boar, that's like dime a dozen. There's so many
Really?
places that you can just go hunt them because
There's too many.
they
right?
have
They're invasive.
so invasive, and they have like 3 litters a year or something like that. And
Wow.
just like
Well, I see them
they're
like
crazy.
shooting them from a helicopter, like in Texas. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something you can just go.
Texas is not. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do whatever they want.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh man.
But no, fresh caught fish and hunting for meat, that definitely I'm down with that.
Yeah.
But it's if you don't get one, if you
Right.
miss,
Neat.
then
But it's like you shoot a deer. How long are you feeding your family off that deer?
well, my family won't eat it,
Oh no.
but I will.
Yeah.
No, like my wife, she hasn't had a full meal with venison yet, but she's tried some of the stuff that I make, and she's like, all right, it's not as gamey. And I don't know what gamey means. So like, this is why I'm not a great foodie, because I don't know. Like my mom used to parboil chicken with onions because she thought that was gamey,
Oh.
and the onions would take the gamey taste away. I have no idea what that is.
I
or-
think that people think like they talk about like venison gamey because I think everyone says it.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
honestly, I think
trend.
I've only had venison once,
yeah.
and I think because people
And what was
put
it?
input that in my head that it's like I think it was a chili.
And how did you,
I don't really remember it.
chilies
was a
are
long
like
time
cover
ago.
Yeah.
like everything. Like
Yeah, so it's covering that taste.
you could have
Yeah.
turkey, chicken, beef.
I mean, do you
in
like
most
No,
chilies?
I love
and-
venison.
Oh.
I don't think
Love it.
venison is gamey.
No,
Like
I
even-
think it's fantastic.
You've had a lot of
I love it.
venison that I
Yeah.
cook.
I've seen it on. There's a restaurant up in Kennebunkport. They have it on their menu,
Oh wow.
and that was the only place I've ever seen it. I was like, wow, this is.
Yeah, that would be cool if people had that on their menu more.
Well, they have to farm.
They
it.
gotta get deer.
Yeah, they get.
If,
Well,
they
yeah, yeah.
literally farm it, and it's a tough animal to farm and healthy.
True.
wise.
True. Yeah.
Right.
Right. They need to
It's
like
got to be
basically free
butchered
range.
at a
Yeah.
Well, you have to, like, they have to be in fence, and
Right.
Yeah.
it's tough to keep deer.
in a fence.
Well, yeah, because they have to be grown with a certain.
Well,
diet.
otherwise you'd have to you'd only have them on the menu during hunting season, and
Right.
and then you have to make sure you actually get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only deer or venison that you can get is access deer in Hawaii, where they actually employ snipers and a USDA certified spotter, so that they know that it's a headshot and it's a clean kill,
Wow.
and they take that out of the wild. You
Wow.
can order a box of that
Oh wow.
access
Really?
deer.
What's
I thought
that
about
cost?
doing it. It really wasn't that bad. They had like the starter one for $150 landed. So
How many pounds?
coming from Hawaii, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was like 40 pounds or something.
Yeah.
It was like enough for me to be like, yeah, I think I'll do that. And then I didn't end up getting a deer during this hunting season, so I almost ordered one. But then my buddy was cleaning his freezer out, and he said that he had to store a steer in his freezer. He didn't have room for the venison, so he gave me the box of venison. So I was like, all right, I guess we'll run that for this
Yeah.
year. So
But even like fish, we did a fishing trip 2 months ago, and we came home with, I mean, it was like 10 of us, 130
Oh my god.
porgies.
porgies.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they filleted them like on the boat. And
Yeah.
You just come.
That's a
home.
saltwater fish.
Yeah, yeah. We did it off of the Long Island Sound.
Okay.
But it was like, but I guess, I mean, I ate some, but I guess a lot of the guys there, like, it's already gone. It's
How
2
long-
months ago. But
How long ago was that?
I don't know. 2
It was
months
right-
ago. It was
no,
right,
it
right
wasn't
when we
that
got
long
back from
ago.
Portugal. So not even
A month ago.
a month ago. Yeah.
Hmm. Surprised, like you didn't get cod, bluefish, none of that.
No. The
Nothing.
whole time we got porgies
Wow.
and flying fish,
Wow.
which we didn't keep the flying fish, but yeah, just all porgies. Nothing. Right now, the same charter, they're catching like bass and all the good stuff.
Right, like right.
Good stuff.
June is like the big for cod, bass,
Yeah,
bluefish,
Yeah,
flounder.
right.
all
So I think we
Never
did.
even heard of a
May.
porgy.
I didn't either, but it's a good fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you
Are they
can
big?
buy it at the store in the freezer. No, they're not massive. But you know, a fillet would probably feed one person, but you probably would eat the whole fish, you know, per meal. But yeah,
If your
that's just
macros
cool.
allow it.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can eat fish.
Yeah.
fish is great.
Fish is good.
Yeah, we have a close friend of the family that ate mainly salmon for the past like 3 years and has
Wow.
lost 70 something.
I love salmon.
I do love salmon myself too. But, you know, of course, I think most people eat the farm raised one, which is not so good for you. But
Oh, really? I've never done a comparison for that.
well, the
we don't
farm
really-
raised
Farm-
tastes
yeah.
kind of better because it's more fatty, right? Like it has a little bit more. The
They
wild,
say, yeah,
Yeah.
they advertise that they cycle the water enough and stuff in the farm, but
Have you
there's no
seen
way.
the videos of those farms?
It's just
though?
yeah,
They're just
there's
like
no
eating
way,
each
man.
other's poop.
Yeah,
like, it's
yes,
nasty.
it's just it's
Oh,
gross.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just as bad as Diet Coke.
I would argue that.
Yeah, salmon is a sneaky one though because I think in general, like it just is higher in fat.
It is
Yeah,
higher
it's
in
one of
fat,
the
yeah.
highest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was feeding my now overweight dog because salmon is really good for joints.
Oh,
For-
okay.
for so for
Yeah.
my dapple
Well,
wiener
yeah.
dog, you know, I don't want his back to go bad.
How old is he?
He's two and I don't even know.
I think
two
you're
and a
starting
half.
the salmon a little early. Huh?
I'm sorry. I've
They
been
have
doing
like
it all
a
the time.
belly harness with like training wheels.
Yeah, they
that
do.
like holds the belly.
and
up.
then you just
Dang.
carry him around.
I know. Well, unfortunately, I did the opposite. I think I made him too fat, and now the salmon oil is not gonna help his back. So I gotta cut back. But yeah,
Huh.
Hmm.
So, big picture, future, right? You want
Yeah.
um
Grab and
to
go.
go,
though.
grab and go.
Yeah.
I was like, to
Yeah.
go. That's not
Yeah.
take away.
grab
I
and go on
guess-
the patio.
Grab and go on the patio. Like I'm hoping like I think we're just trying to figure out like this week. It was kind of cool to see like how many people when I split the week in half, right? Like I have pick up on Tuesday, pick up on Thursday. It's like I would say 2.5 times more people are picking up tomorrow. I don't know the exact number. I should probably figure that out. Than Thursday. So do you want food at the beginning of the week so you set up your week in your
Oh,
plan,
yeah.
right? Like you don't have to worry about it. Then some people do need things over the weekend. But I feel like if I don't really want to be like there every weekend all the time because I do have, still want to have a life and have a family and but I'm thinking I wonder if I should be cooking on like Sunday, Monday pickups and then I'll like free myself up that then the grab and goes or if I want to do like a salad made to order like you come in and you're like, you know what? There's one thing I've always wanted to do. It's called like a lunch box. And it would be like if I had like a whole bunch of different salads pre-made up and you said, you know what, Megan, I want this salad, and this salad. And you kind of get this cool box and there's all those three things that, are your faves, right? Like, I just think I look down at food a lot and I think this is my famous words. My best friend Jamie will say, she goes, I have never met somebody that thinks that food is so beautiful and delicious. Because I do. I'm like, did you see how beautiful my salad was? And then, and how delicious. I use those two words all the time when it comes to food. I always said I would be a really good waitress, but I just could never carry a tray. I can romance food. I can talk about food. I could sell you food. I mean, I've been in sales my whole life. I could sell you anything probably, but I feel like I want to have people come in and enjoy something and like tell me, right? Like I get text messages every day. Oh my gosh, I just ate this and that was so good. And I love hearing those
You gotta
things.
get Google up and running. Google
Oh,
reviews.
Google is.
Running.
We got some reviews already.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
We got a promo going on. So
we
like
do?
yeah, a grand opening on the 26th, right? And so until then, and then after that, we're free muffin if you leave us a Google review. So we'll have a little thing in the shop that you scan. You leave us a Google review, Facebook review, great, and you get a.
Can you do multiple reviews?
There you go.
I gave free muffins away this past week on Friday. We did pick up on Friday this past week, and then I switched it up because I was on the phone with a girlfriend, and she goes, "Why would you want to be there on a Friday night? Do pickups on Thursday. Cook Monday, cook Wednesday, do Tuesday, on Thursday." And I was like, "Gosh, she's so smart." So, but last week because it was Friday and I was there and I was making this week's food to take photos and just kind of get things together. I made a batch of muffins, so everyone that came and picked up on Friday got a muffin.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a really fun business because I'm thinking we're gonna need a second location.
Oh.
Well,
Pretty.
Right. Well, that was one
I
thing
mean, it's-
I was like wondering about, like,
delivery.
if there was
Yeah, no, that's
a
gonna happen.
location, like where you are now is kind of small, but
Yeah.
or would you want people to have a sit down spot, like, and would you want to employ a wait staff,
Right.
and that kind of thing? Would it take off to that point where?
I don't know.
Or, you know
Like,
what
I
mean?
wonder.
was
I mean,
just
because I
curious.
love the little spot of 400 square feet. Like, it is cute, right? Like,
Mm.
but that was actually, my husband's actually thought too. He was like, this is tiny. You only can do so much. You only have so much refrigeration. And I
Yeah.
do. I don't have,
Mm.
Walls of, freezers and
Yeah.
fridges and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I have the two different pickups. So this
Yeah.
way, like that fridge right now
Yeah, it
is
spans
full.
out.
It's kind of cool. Like, and I haven't even made oats or muffins. That's tomorrow morning. So I've only made the 3 meals.
You
So
have to
now,
get fridges at home to store it and then
no,
bring it
because
in.
everything has to be in
It has to
commercial
stay in a
fridges.
commercial freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commercial fridge. Yeah.
So
Commercial
So
kitchen.
capacity wise, I mean,
Yeah.
there will be a point where, and if it's grown this fast, grown this far this fast, there's gonna be a point where we're gonna be probably looking to expand. It's exciting. It's exciting, and this is just the meal prep.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say the nice
is
thing
just
though,
the
like,
meal
is you don't necessarily need a storefront, right? You could
Right.
outfit just
Right.
a
Absolutely.
full kitchen that doesn't, and you don't do the
Right.
storefront. And that's just your production
And I
facility,
just
right?
do
And
meal
you,
prep,
you
yeah.
do the meal prep there. You could do delivery, or
Right.
you can just have multiple locations that you fill
Right.
fridges. You know,
Exactly.
well, and my friend had said the other day she was visiting one of my high school friends, and she's like, her husband calls that a ghost kitchen.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Yeah.
it's called, a ghost
Nobody
kitchen.
knows where it comes from.
Yeah, and like, because
They
you
do
don't.
that on Grubhub. Like you
Oh.
can order if you're in like a city, like Boston
Yeah.
has a bunch of them, and you look up the address and it's like an apartment building. I don't even know how
They
they're
probably have a
cooking,
cottage license or something. Of
but
that.
like Mr. Beast, right? He has these Mr. Beast burgers.
He's
Hmm.
dropping some big names on YouTube and podcasts.
Right, but like
I like that.
this guy has Mr. Beast burgers, and you can order it on Grubhub, but there's no Mr. Beast burger restaurant in Boston, for example. But you can order
It's
them.
probably a ghost kitchen.
So it's a ghost kitchen, and Uber just goes and they
Right.
pick the food up.
Because it's not like a sit down eating.
Right.
I'm not serving people
Right,
there.
yeah, yeah.
So that's why it's called like a ghost kitchen.
Knock on the
she
back
said.
door with a secret code and
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the patio that's getting built is going to be beautiful, and
I
so
can't
this
wait.
summer is going to be awesome. Come and sit down and eat your meal like once that opens up. So
Or just even hang out. Like I'm a
Yeah.
talker, so I.
and you thought tonight was gonna be hard.
I think that.
Well, my husband said to me the other day, "Not everyone wants to talk to you." Just to let you know. That's what he said.
Oh, man.
He actually critiqued me when I had new people come into Balance Bites. I was like, "Thanks a lot." Like, he's like, "I'm just saying, like, not everyone has a lot of time." I was like, "I know, but I want to share about Balance Bites, and I want to share about how I created their meal." Okay.
Every meal has a story. Hey, listen.
So I promise, if you come to Balance Bites, I won't talk your ears off.
Back to the schedule thing. Maybe that's like a diet hack to make sure you get all your food for the weekend on Thursday, so you'd be less apt to go out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like I don't go out to dinner anymore, really, because like
yeah.
if I do go out to dinner, I have to bring my scale and I weigh my food.
This is
Yeah.
hilarious. Honestly, we have done vacations as a family, gone out to dinner as a family, and she brings a freaking scale.
You'd think by now you can eyeball it.
No, I
She's she's that.
I'm
yeah,
that
she's
dialed
perfect.
in. But then you know what? I think I can eyeball it. The other day I was putting peanut butter on a rice cake and it wasn't working, and my husband said, "Megan, really? You know what 10 grams is?" And I was like, "I know, but anyways, I think sometimes, like, for instance, if you went and got a salad somewhere and you asked for chicken and you thought it was 4 ounces, it could only be 3, and then I could eat more when I got home. I don't know. Like, that's
Oh,
my
'cause the
mindset.
restaurant doesn't have perfect
Yeah, you
slices.
think about
so,
it.
like, they
It
may not put
doesn't.
it
Like,
together.
sometimes you go and you get this huge piece of salmon, and then sometimes it's like a smaller piece
Yeah,
of
but
salmon.
what happens when you order it and it is 3 ounces? You're gonna ask them for another ounce of chicken?
No, she just goes.
I'm gonna
she
go
just
home
said
and
She
eat.
gets to go home and have a snack.
I'm gonna get to have a snack. I don't want to jip myself.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But then
you don't want to lose too much weight.
yeah,
I'm not in the game to lose weight.
then you have the issue of like, what are they cooking in? Like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh.
this is fun,
So-
right?
Yeah.
But she's always like, well, what are they?
what oil?
What oil?
Yeah. What
No
seed
butter
oil are
on
you feeding?
I asked for no butter, no oil. So I'm not a fun person to go out to dinner with. You don't want to go to dinner
She'll
with
send
me.
the meal back.
Oh.
She will
Don't
send
want to
it
go
back.
to dinner with me.
Ooh, man, I would eat anything. in
Yeah,
that
see, that's
bag.
my
You
issue. I'm
could be
like-
so. I could hate it,
Like,
and
are
I'm
you
not
throwing-
telling them it's
yeah.
wrong.
But I'm also the guy like, you're just gonna throw that out, aren't you? Why don't you put that down?
There you go.
It's like I'll eat 2 meals.
Yeah.
And this is why we have problems.
Yeah, that's why we have problems.
Yeah.
So,
Reality.
but yeah, the other thing, like I considered, like what happens when you go on a bulk, like when you go to put muscle on,
Yeah.
and you like, let's say you're like me, and you're at least 20 to 30 pounds overweight, which is true. I just hide it, maybe,
Okay.
maybe not to you guys. but
Not really.
most people will say like, oh, you don't look that. It's really BMI wise and everything. I'm 30 pounds overweight. So if you go to bulk because when you're over 40, which I'm clearly that, it's harder to gain muscle. Right, because you're like constantly losing it once you're in your upper 20s.
As you're aging, yeah.
Yep.
So is it better to is there like a way to just go on a bulk, gain muscle, and still trim the fat off of like the stomach?
Is
Well-
that just like
Because that's
high
where it is for
protein?
me.
Probably
So I think
steroids
you-
at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
GLP-1.
GLP-1.
I don't want to do
That-
that.
That's like
I don't
everybody.
know. Like I feel like so right now, my my coach wants me to gain a little weight. Like so she wants, because of course she wants me to gain muscle, because then So when I do go into another competition, then when she puts me, kind of cuts a little bit, then I will gain muscle too. I'll have muscle, right? So the only way you're going to gain muscle is if you are in a little bit of a bulk and you're, kind of rising up, right? So if you're in a deficit, you're not going to be gaining muscle.
Your best step is to just try and maintain it at that
Right,
point.
right.
But your calories and stuff, they like 93 at least percent meat, probably 99. If all your protein needs to be really lean, right? That's the
I eat
trick.
lean protein.
Needs to be lean.
Like chicken.
A lot of people.
I
say-
eat chicken, beef, lots of eggs. I am like a
Oh, jeez.
crazy egg.
What's your
person.
cholesterol like?
My cholesterol is great, but
Does-
I don't eat egg yolks. I eat egg whites.
So she'll buy like the carton
I
of
probably
egg whites and just pour them out, like just the egg whites. You can buy that at the store.
Yeah.
And so like
It's like 8 times the price of eggs.
Well, I have a friend that has I get fresh eggs,
Yeah.
and I just bought the other day 10 dozen from her.
Yeah, but
And-
you're gonna separate them yourself?
I separate them myself actually. Only that's when I'm eating my eggs. But if I put it in, I haven't had carton egg whites in a while. I opened carton egg whites once, and I was like, oh, it just smelled. It was not good. So I do separate all my eggs when I'm eating eggs, and I probably eat like 500 grams of egg whites a day.
so
Is
So
there no
10
protein in the yolk?
Oh yeah, there's protein. There's fat in it though too.
But
So
isn't it fat good for you?
Fat is good for you.
But it screws
But
up your
you only
macros.
want so many, right? Like I eat one. I actually just had eggs for dinner tonight. I
Okay.
eat eggs a lot, so I actually had 2 eggs, full eggs, and then some egg whites with it, and some potatoes and some asparagus. But I'd rather have some peanut butter or walnuts, for healthy fats. So or if I'm gonna have lean beef, that
What's
you're gonna
lean? 93.7?
I get
98.2?
96. No, 98 is what I get for my ground chicken. Is I get the 99.
Oh,
Bel
you
Air.
use ground chicken, not chicken breast.
I use chicken breast too,
okay.
but I'm all about volume too.
Yeah.
So when it comes to food wise, think of you want a little bit or do you want a lot, right? It kind of tricks your mind. I
That's
can eat.
already our problem. We want a lot.
Yeah.
It's
The
always
ground.
if we had the choice, it's always a lot.
So, but it's just the right foods, right? That's a lot.
That's fair.
It's just the volume kind of thing. It's all about picking things to give you the mass, right? Like potatoes are less carbs than rice, right? So you're only going to have a small cup of rice, but you could have a mound of red potatoes.
But then why is the Asian culture? They're all so thin and they eat rice all the time,
That's a great point. Yeah.
That's
right?
the
They don't
good-
even eat
but-
potatoes.
But I think they eat a lot of veggies.
A lot of veggies, because look at their protein intake.
Yeah.
It's probably
And
very low.
they still hand pick their veggies. Well, so I saw a thing on Japan, and Japan's very big on, they haven't commercialized. They don't have huge columbines going through their fields picking the vegetables and stuff.
What did you say?
Hard.
Columbines?
Combines.
Yeah.
Combines. Yeah. Hey, all the words I make up on here identify as real words. But they hand pick everything, and it's no chemicals, and and they don't even really use a lot of machinery. So that was a thing, because they have they have almost the exact opposite statistics when it comes to cancer. So as we have a third of women don't get breast cancer. Only a third there get breast cancer.
I see.
It was almost exact opposite.
They probably don't drink a lot of Diet
almost-
Coke.
Probably.
I forget what it is. Yeah. Well, there's for prostate cancer for guys, it was almost exact. It's 60% of guys get prostate cancer, and
Wow.
it's just the opposite, or even lower there. It's almost non-existent there. And that was one of the big things, was their food is still handled with care. It's
Yeah.
when they do it. So. But
That makes sense.
to your point, there are people that push diets around here that it's just whole foods.
Yeah.
Don't even
Yes.
worry about counting your calories. Just only
Right.
eat whole
Well,
food.
that's kind of what I do. I'm giving you your macros, but it's all whole foods. I mean, the only carbs you're going to get from me is going to be oatmeal, potatoes, rice. That's about it.
Yeah.
You're going to get lean meats. You're going to get the beef now from the farm in Brooklyn, which I was, she's like I think it's probably 93%. It's not 96. Normally I eat 96%, but you're gonna get chicken, ground chicken, turkey, like very lean meats, and
You
then
make
vegetables.
a chuck roast, right? Is it chuck
I
roast
do a chuck
chili?
roast, a chuck roast chili.
Oh,
Yeah,
Crazy.
Wow.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
that was a good one too.
She did that.
So you
like,
guys gonna
first-
repeat menus?
So I repeat like bestseller. Like actually today, so one of the girls that got the pasta visual, which I've never made that. Like I used a brown rice pasta in it, so it was like my whole menu last week. So I also tried to make sure like gluten free, like, but it's not a gluten free like complete facility or anything like that. But if I can, I don't eat wheat, so I'm gonna eat a lot of things that are gluten free and give gluten free, choices. But anyways, the pasta visual, she sent me a text yesterday, one of the girls I work out with, and she's like, you need to put that back on your menu soon. That was the best soup I've ever had. And I said, well, lucky for you, I have 2 in the freezer. She came by this morning at 8:30 to get those 2 soups. So she bought my last 2 pasta visuals. And actually none of my family even tried that
Yeah, no,
soup.
I didn't.
It was
I didn't get any.
no one got to try
What the
that.
heck?
I guess I'm gonna
Well,
have
you gotta
to make one.
order.
Yeah,
was-
I make the menu. I publish the menu.
That was a good soup.
There's
But
no
yeah,
special
Well, there
treatment
was-
here.
Right as I was walking in, I think I saw somebody comment on the video I just posted.
oh really?
It just they loved the pasta visual, and it
I
was a video
know.
of like the salads today.
Yeah.
The pasta visual was so popular. I mean, and then actually she said to me, like, I asked her for some advice, like, what other meals do you want to see? And she's like, your pumpkin chili was really yummy. I'm like,
yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
pumpkin season.
my wife makes a good pumpkin.
but everybody wants like my pumpkin oats, and I'm like, she goes, that could be just be on your menu all the time. I'm like, it's not pumpkin season yet. Like,
That's
Yeah.
got to be challenging though. Like you're gonna have like staples, or is it
Yeah.
always gonna be rotating? And
I think it's rotating. I think it is.
well, especially if you may get sick of cooking the same thing every week.
Well, like I'll say my meatloaf, like because everyone thinks like you think of your grandmother's meatloaf or your mom's
I
meatloaf,
love
and
meatloaf.
some people think meatloaf's like a log of brick or
That's what
not
my wife
yummy.
thinks.
Like
Yeah.
not yet. I make a turkey meatloaf, and everyone loves it. So now I started making it as a full pound. Like you could buy the whole meatloaf. So this way you can split it up as you want to split it up. So I do it as a meal with like say like last week it was the meatloaf, a mashed potato that I put cottage cheese in. So it's a protein mashed potato.
Oh.
There's no butter. There's nothing,
You
healthy
don't
mashed
taste the
potato.
cottage cheese.
You don't taste it.
can't
I
taste the-
I
blend
do
it.
scrambled eggs with.
I love
You
cottage
like
cheese.
cottage
you
cheese.
like
All right.
cottage cheese.
Some
Okay,
people
good.
don't, but you don't taste it. Yeah.
And then I did green beans with it. I like an organic green bean with it. So that was a meal, but then I have a lot of people that just want to buy a full meatloaf. So
And what's in
I'm-
your meatloaf?
I can't tell you.
Ah.
No,
Well,
just
it's
kidding.
like-
It's on the ingredients.
Yeah, yeah.
I put apples and onions
Ooh.
in my turkey
dude.
meatloaf.
Apples are the secret for sure.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes it really moist, and it's just delicious. I don't know.
There's a debate going on that eggs and apples raise your cortisol.
Oh.
Is that-
Really?
You guys didn't hear anything about
Yeah.
that?
Well,
Yeah.
how's your
Nutrition.
cortisol, Mom?
I don't
Because
know.
this is like a dozen a day, lady.
I
over
eat
here.
like a
You
dozen
have
eggs a day.
cortisol, right?
Yeah, I don't take cortisol manager anyway. There's always a pill for everything.
Well, I just I was thinking about Google.
I used to actually eat like an apple a day with peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It was just like a thing.
Both of those are whole foods, though. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Probably with the chemicals we put
Whole
on them.
foods,
Right.
but
You know?
yeah.
So if you get good eggs, like you pick up some good eggs. From,
Did you like my eggs? That I
Wonderful.
tried?
Yeah. If you find like a good farm or
Daigle Farm.
yeah,
Shout
Daigle
out. I
Farm.
get two
I need to
dozen
go
every
there.
week.
I need to
So-
go there. I've started following them. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, they're great. I was there yesterday.
They'll deliver to you.
Woodward, right? Like
Yep.
in that area.
Woodward Road. Yeah.
That's awesome.
246.
You'll know.
Would
Oh
we-
yeah, he has a thing on the road, like a
Yeah.
flag or something.
Yeah,
but
that's-
not open all the time.
10 to 4 Saturdays and Sundays as of right now.
And what does he
10 to 4.
sell?
Eggs, chicken, pork. He does beef and dairy products from Woodstock Dairy.
Okay.
Oh,
And,
okay.
He also grows
Vegetables.
greens and lettuces. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Does he have
depending on
lettuce
the-
right now?
I believe so.
Yeah. I went to the farmer's market in Putnam the other day because it just started up again, and I got lettuce, and I'm like, there's nothing like this. Like, it's just so much better than like
Yeah.
the box
Yeah.
of the
Supermarket,
grocery
yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he has a full greenhouse, so I mean,
So he probably
he'll
has
be,
lettuce.
he'll be doing more and more of that.
I'll
through
have
the
to
winter
check
and
that
stuff.
out.
Yeah, and like he's been awesome because he does Simply Growing Food podcast, and that's like his big thing is just like, no, we put it in the ground and get it to grow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like doesn't do any chemicals or anything like that.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, and you can get on his flock share program where you can basically get, you know,
Like a CSA.
10 full chickens every 3 months or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's
Wow.
like a thing. And he does a whole meat thing. We did the silver last year where you get half a pig, and you get so much beef, and you get so much,
nice.
so many full chickens.
So good to see like farms like that in the area.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even realize it, but there are farms that do that.
And so often it's so thankless. Like
Yes.
the government is constantly putting more and more strain on them financially and regulation wise, and it's like really they're making the food,
Right.
Right.
But even as a customer,
the healthy food. you know?
sometimes it's the same price as at the store.
Well,
Or
Yeah.
less sometimes.
so we came up with a little saying: if you can't compare the product,
yeah, that's a
you
very good
shouldn't
point.
be
That's a
comparing
very good point.
the
It
price.
tastes very different and it's
Yeah.
local and you feel good about purchasing it.
Yeah.
But if you were
it's
to
much
compare
healthier
it,
for you.
sometimes
Ah.
it's the same or less.
Yeah.
I've noticed at
Yeah.
some
Well,
local
the
farms.
beef that I'm getting, like, I felt like it was less than the grocery store.
Yeah.
Probably.
Could be.
I
Yeah.
think it is.
Could be.
Beef isn't cheap at
No.
the store.
Nothing's
It's-
cheap.
it's-
Yeah, well,
Nothing
that's
is
fair.
cheap. It
Well, it-
keeps going
I
up
mean-
and up and up.
Rightfully so. It shouldn't be because it like his chickens, Daigle's chickens, are not processed by the government. So that's
Right.
a full set of hands that it doesn't go through.
Right.
So, you know, so
Right.
like eventually, somehow, somewhere. But now, like ordering juice for wine is cheaper than ordering the full grapes,
Wow.
which is crazy.
just
So like this is all
Yeah.
these backwards things with whatever. It's so yeah, it's just where the economy is now. But thankfully we just you know, we kind of we don't always look at the price. We just
Yeah.
like just kind of
If you
leap
need
before
it.
you look.
Right.
Cause
It's a great time to
'cause
start
it's
a
food,
business.
'cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling food.
Yeah,
So
that's good. Well, yeah, we're excited. We're excited for the grand opening. We're gonna have a little party afterward.
All kinds of samples.
Samples.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be busy that week.
We're gonna have drinks, so not alcohol, but just like fun, like
Ooh, salute bar
electrolyte.
cart showing up?
Yeah, yeah. We'll have like electrolyte fun drinks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be cool.
Cool.
It'll be cool.
that's cool.
Ribbon
And that's
cutting at 4.
June 26th.
Yep, ribbon cutting through the chamber at 4 p.m.
Nice.
And then celebration afterward. The patio will be done, I think, right?
Oh yeah, it
yeah.
better be.
And the signs maybe will be up.
They
hopefully.
better be.
Everything's gonna look great.
I mean, I would hope to have all of that by. the
Yes,
end of
that's
the
that's why we pushed it out till like later. June,
Yeah.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll be great. That's so cool to see it and see that it's already thriving
Right.
and whatnot. Because like a couple of weeks ago, I went on your Facebook and there wasn't very many posts, and then like to see that everything's
It's just crazy.
jumping up, ramping up, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. That's
I'm
awesome.
glad we waited. We were gonna launch a little sooner than, but I'm glad we didn't because just the capacity was just not what I.
And then
expected.
Jordan went on vacation last week. I was like,
Oh yeah.
hello.
I know, because like right now it's really messy. But this is the last point because our menu online wasn't like actively live. I've been jumping through hoops, different POS providers and things like that. Will be good this Thursday, so you'll be able to finally order all your food online, pick your delivery date, pay, and that's good to go, right? Before it was email us your
Yes.
items.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now I'm
she
like,
had
going-
157 emails
Oh my god.
overnight,
Oh.
and I was in California. So one of her best
Oh
friends
my
came
God.
over, and like they
Well,
just
she just walked in. She was like, I was like, oh my God, you don't even know what's going on. She's like, give me your laptop. And I was like, you literally saved my life. Like,
Yeah.
don't even know. I'm not good at that stuff.
Because you're just writing down people's orders right now. So we have a
I'm like
label
the
maker.
pen and paper kind of girl still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the whole
I
thing.
hear
When
ya.
you order from our website, you'll get a message saying, "Hey, your thing," and then you're gonna get a message that says, "Hey, your pickup is ready." It's gonna be really nice. Like
Can't wait.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I could put the marker away.
Well, thank you both for coming and sharing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to see where this goes, watch you grow. Of course, you're always welcome here at the bench. Any
Thank you.
big announcements? Jordan knows he's been here a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
So,
It's good time. Thanks for having us.
yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. Are we doing the spread the love?
Yeah.
See, you're
God,
so rusty because it's not when we did it.
It's
But
right before all the
if
other-
you can, when you can, donate to your local food pantries. Anything, any little bit helps. These are the lean months. Everybody always thinks of them around the holidays, which we're very appreciative of. But if you can right now, this is when a lot of people don't realize that there are still people in need. So we just like to remind you of that. Spread the love when you can. And the Community Workbench family is promoting the Be the One campaign. It was started by the American Legion in efforts to stop veteran suicide. If you know a veteran, call them. Be the one to check in on them. For more details, call or visit betheone.org. Also, please extend this to all first responders as well. The Quiet Corner Peer Support Group is a great resource for help when dealing with PTSD. Join us in 2 weeks, June 22nd, when we talk to Adam and Kelsey about Small Town Music Fest. That's right there in Danielson. A lot of bands, and it's put on by Adam Rondo from Chubby Dog and with the assistance of Kelsey from the Craft Collective Hair Salon. As always, so next week we're going to take a bath. We got kids awards nights and stuff like that within the CWP families, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. As always, buy local, hire local, dine local, volunteer local, donate local, get some pre-made food locally at Balance Bites. Have great days.